By the way, do you have a Super Rugby team that you support?
Right now, Lions.
Lions, interesting. I'm a Shark supporter, but I do live in the Lions region, so I suppose they have to be my second team.
Definitely. And I'll tell you how I got to the Lions. It's actually because of that kid that plays wing. Dang it. I'll tell you, those Black African names are really hard for me to pronounce.
Apiwe Dianti.
That guy, Dianti. Yeah,
Right.
definitely. Because the thing is, he reminds me of my cousin Roberto. So every time I see him play, it's like, man, that guy and I could be cousins. So it's mostly because of that. And also, I mean, he's a great player, don't get me wrong. But also because of the fact that if I look at that guy and say, yeah, you and I can be family.
Well, he, of course, was World Rugby Breakthrough Player of the Year. And I'm not going to take any credit, but I did happen to bump into him one late night in a gas station, which is a petrol station, of course, in South Africa, while he was getting some food with his girlfriend. And I had a quick chat to him after the first weekend of Super Rugby. So maybe that inspired him to greater heights.
I do hope so. Definitely do hope so. I do hope also he stays in South Africa for as long as possible and doesn't go to Europe, because that's going to happen soon enough. But if you stay there for a couple of good years for the Lions, I'll be happy.
Well, unfortunately, with our weakening rand, the guys go over and want to get their hands on the pounds and euros and yen. Of course, now the dollar is also a good way to go play in America. I do know a couple of guys that are currently playing in the competition. And yes, look, I think he will be here for a fair amount of time. He's still very young. But thankfully, the Springboks do pick players that play overseas, unlike the All Blacks, who don't pick any players that play outside of New Zealand. Look, they both have their pros and cons, but it's difficult not to pick players like a Brian Habana who played over at Toulon. You've got to pick the guy if he's available.
Of course, and the way I see it when it comes to that, actually, I'm glad you brought it up, is that when you have your players in other regions, they pick up those things from the other region. So obviously, what they're learning outside your country benefits your country in the long run. So having a couple of them spread out between the United Kingdom, France, Japan, that helps out South Africa in the end.
Well, once again, Victor, thanks so much, and we'll chat again.
Thank you very much. And again, Rugby and the Mayors.